So I'm not sure whether or not what we had been making comments on before it actually went out. We've got lots of green lines coming up and down the screen now showing it is, so just confirmation that this is the final of the junior mixed doubles, the Scottish junior mixed doubles I should say, being held here at Dumfries. Playing red stones, we've got Naomi Brown and Ewan Kyle, and the brown stones, brown handles, blue handles, I'll get it right eventually, as Leanne Mackenzie and Duncan McFadden. John Graham, and I've got Kenny Murray with me.
Good afternoon everyone again. As John said here, we're not just quite sure whether the sound was going out. Hopefully the pictures were going out, but hopefully we're all going now, all systems go now. That's what happens when you miss our technical director David Owen, who has left us here to get on with the commentating in the final. No doubt he'll be checking up on us at some stage, I would have thought, John.
I would think so.
There's a I think blue or redder line shot in there.
We'll have another look at it from a different direction just to have a different perspective on it. I think, well, we're looking at various options here.
You and Kyle going to play now, I think. Yes, it looks like you and Kyle play a quite a heavy stone look of things.
Just got it a wee bit too thin. Never got the double that he was looking for.
Three stones to come in this end, two blue stones in the. Oh, this last blue stone, John. There's 5 blues lying around there, so I think this might possibly be a last stone to be played by blue. Sorry, red.
Well, bear in mind that whoever played the first stone has to play the last stone, Kenny, so I'm not just sure.
We'll find out just in a minute, because they're hiding down to the hack now to deliver the stone. Yes, I think that confirms this is the last stone for Mackenzie and McFadden, to be delivered by Leanne Mackenzie.
So, she going into the centre there just to move that red one back, is she?
I think she's just trying to draw out the face of it.
They won't be shot, the red shot at the moment, I see.
She's got to be careful here that she doesn't leave a double for Naomi Brown's last stone. I don't know what the big they were looking at the big run back there. I don't know whether the angles are correct for it or not.
I think that, in fairness to them, they have a look at everything. So no, it looks as if that's short enough that I would envisage that they were looking for a guard there.
Possibly guarding that blue just sitting at the edge of the 8 foot.
Of course, what they might be thinking that is that, having viewed it, is that red would have to be right, just maybe moving their own red back a wee bit to actually beat that blue. They must feel that the blue is maybe more than well into the centre.
I think she's trying to play this back 8 weight just to see if you can come round the guard and possibly cut the red out of there. So there's the first stone at the second end, delivered by Naomi Brown. Straight onto the pot lid. So apologies there for, I think we were showing the wrong stone colours up on the top of the pictures. That was what was confusing us slightly, but hopefully that's it corrected now. So it's definitely, it was a 1 to Brown and Kyle, and they take a 1-0 lead after one end. As I said, we're now early in the stages of the second end.
Don't think you get things like that in the World Curling Federation websites, do you?
They'll possibly have people there, John, it's doing all the graphics for them. They'll just be doing the commentating, possibly even moving the cameras, angles and everything for them. They'll just, as I said, be doing the talking. But hopefully that's us up now and running. Everything's correct, hopefully. Red line shot just behind tee, but Blue's got one sitting just in front of tee. It will be Duncan McFadden to play the next stone. Nearly an awfully good stone there. If that just came another half inch, it would have been perfect. But it gives you and Kyle now a chance to put another red stone in right on top of his own one.
Ewan and Naomi were saying earlier on that it's a new discipline to them. They're still trying to find out the tricks of the game, if you know what I mean. But they were clearly thoroughly enjoying it.
I'm correct in saying, John, that Duncan McFadden would be Ross White's 5th player at the recent World Juniors up in Aberdeen.
You could be right. Quite honestly, I just
no,
can't recollect who all the players were.
I'm sure that was his 5th player.
Right.
And obviously, you and Kyle. In fact, he actually took the ice on 2 or 3 occasions as a substitute for you and Kyle during the finals.
He had an injury or something, didn't he?
An illness.
Illness, that was it. I believe that the players had an enjoyable evening last night here at Dumfries Icebowl, and just having chats and speaking to each other. There was a good atmosphere. I think it would have liked a double in there.
It's kind of red's a wee bit vulnerable in there if it gets. I think they would like to see a wee bit of company for it, just as a safeguard. They do lie shot.
I kind of get the impression when you watch the players in mixed doubles that they don't have the same concerns about the number of shots that's in the house or that, because they're always thinking about the opportunities that can present themselves, as opposed to worrying about say there's 3 blues and I've only got 1 in. They don't seem to have that concerns. Maybe they're just hiding it well, of course.
Well, they are. Most teams are actually, they don't have a sweeper. So that they're trying to keep it possibly not as simple as possible, but this is just over curling too much to possibly give the shot away.
No, that's interesting.
Either played that just a wee bit in, or it drew a lot more as what they were expecting.
Well, I think the ice has been tricky for them to deal with. There's good draws, in fact they were very complimentary on the speed of the ice and the draws. But then to add in tricky, but that's what curling's all about, isn't it? It's all about being able to read the ice and work out which side is maybe doing one thing different from the other.
I think we've just well, David and I were noticing in the 2 games earlier in the day that they're just maybe going a wee bit, going back 4 weight rather as front 4, just to make sure they're there.
Right.
This is a good stone if it gets by, but this is
Looks good. Just a wee kiss on the front guard there, and that one that's just on the 8 foot, but I don't think it really did that much harm to them. If anything, it might actually have helped them because...
Well, I think it's set up a double, John.
Oh, right, okay. I hadn't noticed that.
There's a double here. If it had got past, Blues were in a really good line, really well.
I see what you
But
mean.
there's a double there now, and
Mm-hmm.
I fully expect this Naomi's last stone. Could well be. Yes, I think this will be the last stone for Brown-Kyle combination. A double takeout. I think they'll lie 2 shots. She just rolled off that a wee bit and left Blues lying the shot, and they will have a draw with their last stone for a 2.
Commentator's curse there, Kenny.
I didn't actually see, but it was blocked out where she got the double, but I think she went across the top of it, and possibly it's lying in front of the 4 foot now. We should just need to play this with perfect weight, or as she comes into her own. Lou, it's not going to need a lot of movement. Just get a 1, but perfect draw, and she picks up a good 2.
Well, she's perfectly capable of it. So dunking into it and sweeping it hard. I think it's over curling.
I think that's wrecking in the front guard. So it's a 1 to the Mackenzie Fadgen team, and they square it up at 1 shot all after 2 ends.
Just getting the stones placed. One stone at the back of the 4 foot and the centre line, and they're using position 2 of the 6 options that there is. This was predetermined by the umpires.
That means the ice must be running pretty true from our own mixed pairs, mixed doubles here 2-3 weeks ago. I think they were in position 2 as well, so it seems that the ice is playing much the same as what it was when we held our own CCT event 2-3 weeks ago.
Yes, the ice has been pretty good, big draws and very keen. Running about 14 seconds. Hog to hog.
So that first stone there by Leanne Mackenzie, just coming up a little bit short of the tee line. That one over curled, didn't it?
It did, aye.
But it's possibly not too bad actually, because the blue's sitting out in the open.
That's right, aye.
It's moved it off the centre line as well.
We'll just tap blue back here. Duncan maybe trying to just tap his own blue one back.
Is it on the fourth stone, John, that they can start removing them from play?
Fourth played stone.
Fourth played stone.
Or was it the fifth?
Not matter. It's definitely not this one. We'll soon find out.
So you and Kyle play on his red stone. Coming up the left hand side as we view it.
Good stone there by you and Kyle. Just moving the blue stones around at the back.
It's a wee bit of dilemma. Just wondering whether they would just lie against one of them there. Appear to be keen to keep the stones to the front of the house, ignoring the blue at the left hand side there.
Could get a double here actually. Could take the one just at the brush and possibly get the other one in the road that's sitting at the back of the 4 foot. I think the angles are there. You might be struggling to get. I think you just about got to hit as much of this red as you can see. Quite tight by the guard.
So it's tight past the guard on the left hand side as we view it.
Well, we called it correct tight past the guard, but I think it was just possibly needing half an inch the other way to get the double.
Right, you're right, aye.
But it does give Mackenzie and McFadden now a blue stone at the front of the house.
Aye, which they were kind of lacking before, weren't they? I wonder if they'll try and just pop this through and maybe take one of the back ones as well. You know, just take a wee bit more ice, drop the weight a wee bit so you can get a bigger swing around that guard, collect that blue, move it through.
I don't know whether you'd actually. Again, you need to be really tight past the guard to move it. You can't afford to get it on the top side. was always a possibility that
Big danger.
half an inch out.
Big danger, Kenny.
It just shows you how an end in mixed doubles curling can change just with one shot. Well, Reds were lying well, and just one slight, small mistake by you and Kyle. But again, the Blues are at the back of the house.
2 trains of thought here. One to guard, sorry. One to draw to the centre. The other to take the double. Certainly the double's on. And if you took that, it would then bring that left-hand blue, as we look at it, into play as well.
And there's a blue hanging on it at the back as well. Just we can see right at the very bottom of the picture.
Aye.
I don't think it's a hit, I think it's just a draw.
Looks as if it's dying.
Hugh Kyle scratched his head there. I think they had actually had their next shot planned there, was trying the double on the 2 Blues, but I think that's completely gone out the window now, because I think that's guarded the blue that they were planning. It's also knocked the blue guard that's on the centre line slightly across and blocked off a wee raise in their own. He's watched something out, he was looking at angles there. I think he's trying the wide outside red across onto the shot. And we got it. Good shot there
Well
by you
played,
and
wasn't
Kyle, yes. He now lies shot and guarded.
So both these teams playing for a Scottish title.
I think Ewan could be going for the treble. I don't know whether he's already won the Scottish pairs this year at Stranraer. He won the Scottish junior playing with Ross White, and he's in the final of the Scottish junior mixed doubles this weekend. So,
What a fantastic achievement. We had 20 teams here this weekend. From Stranraer to the Borders, from Dumfries to...
well up. I think there was teams here from
Perth,
Perth, Forth for Aberdeen. Not sure about Aberdeen.
No, I don't think we had anybody from Aberdeen. been quite hard for them, but they've done very well. There was practice on Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening, which some of the teams took advantage of. 6 games on Friday. We had 6 sessions on Friday, and then we were curling to 5:30 last night.
So that 4 games qualifying plus 3 games today, the winners. 4 games in their section and then quarter-final, semi-final, so it's quite a hard weekend. I think that's a steal of 1. I think Naomi played that just slightly hard and it's knocked her stone through the back of the forefoot, and I think Leanne McKenzie and Duncan McFadden have stolen 1 at the third end and take a 2-1 lead. So a slight mistake there, but it's early in the game yet, so, and there's always a chance you can always get back into a game at the fourth end. Do you have any score update, John, from the third-fourth playoff?
They're all standing in front of it.
So it's the first stone at the fourth end, played by Leanne McKenzie. She's got this one perfect. So a good stone there by Naomi Brown, just drawn right onto the face of the stone delivered by Leanne. Just now Duncan McFadden's chance. He's just played it slightly heavier and it's rolled off the face of the red shot stone. Good stone there by you and Kyle. starts to enjoy. I think there's been quite a bit of granite moved there.
There has been
There's a wee nest was building up round about the 4 foot, but everything's been cleared. There I think the shot of Duncan McFadden's. But the centre guard's still there to come round. That's doing the Ewan Kyle's just coming a bit deep there. Just heard the guard there, but it's still going to come into the house and lie second shot. I think I could be correct in saying, John, I think Ewan Kyle indicated straight away he was going to try the draw round. Draw round that centre line guard on the other hand. They do have the last stone.
Is it digging in, is it, Kenny? I don't know.
Just don't know whether the ice has slowed up slightly, but if it has, it's the first time it's done it this weekend. Just maybe a wee bit lacking a weight. His line was perfect.
It was,
We have got less curlers on the ice today, but the quarterfinals and semi-finals, I suppose there was the same number as what we've had all weekend, but semi-finals, there didn't seem to be the weight changing that much.
We'll wait and see. You can't judge anything by one shot.
No. Earlier, stones earlier in the end were running on nicely to the 4 foot, so I think possibly just
lacking
a few yards of weight.
But
his line was perfect. So this will be Leanne McKenzie playing her last stone at the fourth end, which we hope to put a bit of pressure on Naomi here. We're putting a good stone right in on top of the 4 foot. It did seem to slow up a wee bit as well, but
well, it's in the house and it's line shot.
We're line 3 shots. So I think the only shot Naomi's got left here is a draw round on the other side to be fully in the 8 foot.
There's a lot of acreage out there to draw into it. It's just trying to get the ice on the weight.
Yeah, I think if you take your weight off, the stone dies away quickly. Fully in the 8 foot will give her a shot.
Working it hard. Come on, folks.
Well swept.
That's right.
Well swept
They
there by
worked that
you.
hard.
You and
Really
Kyle
did.
was really working that one hard.
And both players swept it well.
So good draw there by Naomi, and makes it two each after 4 ends. So a very even final as we reach the halfway stage. So John, not a lot in it up to now, just 4 single shots.
That's right, good playing. A wee bit different from some of the mixed double games at our ends we've seen, with lots of shots and lots of shots in the house and shots being scored and lost.
Yes.
So both teams playing very well, and apart from just maybe the odd shot there that's maybe drawn up or going through the house, you know, but as I say, that's curling.
I don't think the ice is getting any slower. When she just nailed that one straight onto the back of the.
I
think she's maybe played a wee bit.
It's fine, as I say, you can't just judge
lacking a bit of weight.
Anything on one shot or something. If there was a whole heap of them lying away out the front there, I'd be turning around and saying, well, maybe it's altered, but we're getting them in the house. So.
Yeah, I don't think there's much difference to the weight, John. That's 2 stones. Perfect draws right to the button.
That's right. So all the players playing well and getting the shots there. Get the impression that we're going to see quite a few shots in the head this time.
Well, it was like this the last time, and all one. As long as that centre guard stays on, it kind of limits the chances of a clear out. I think somebody nicked the guard early on and took it off the centre line. I think that left the 4 foot vacant, guard vacant. This well swept.
That's a nicely played shot there. Just a question of if that red shot, if it was tapped, would it actually go straight past and leave the blue sitting where it is? I wonder if they'll come in the other side here, or
I draw right on the top of the face of their own red, even put the red onto the...
we'll have a wee look and see which way they're playing. No, still playing this left hand side. Well
another
played.
good shot there by you and Kyle. A bit of discussion going on here between Leanne and Duncan. What shot they're going to play. Decision's been made. I think it'll be fairly hard. I think they're trying to quarter of that red stone where our brush is sitting, and across and taking the two reds out. I think the one that's lying on the set tee line, I think possibly might come to the back blues, but I think we'll soon find out. You and Kyle will be planning just drawing us right to the back, the blue behind, sitting at the back of the 4 foot here, because his red stone it's lying at the front's a wee bit lonely.
I think you're right there, Ken.
They don't
bear in mind that the blue has the last stone as well.
I think he's coming in the other hand just to lie in there somewhere at the back of the house, just to a safeguard. This one's curling quite a bit.
I think he's got the right weight on it though. There's no hole there, is there?
I don't know whether he's moved the blue back enough now that the red at the front of the house is sitting short.
You could be right, Kenny.
I would think not, because it looks, well,
I'm just thinking to myself that blue might be just further away from the 4 foot line than what we think it is. Anyway, it's immaterial.
I thought at first they were looking at this draw in behind the guard, but I think now they're looking for a hit in the red and maybe a wee roll over on the centre line.
As long as it doesn't hit it square, because if it hits it square, it's going straight onto that blue at the back, and I don't know what would happen to a shooter then. Oh, well done.
Maybe just oval rolled half a stone, but
I don't know.
not
I
bad.
think that's. Aye, I think you're right that if it had been right on the centre line, it would have been better. But I still don't think that it's too bad a shot there, because it's tight on that. Whoop. It's tight on the centre line, and trying to get past that guard might not just be as easy as what you think it is. And if it gets the angle, to get the angle on that blue, it's coming across into the reds there.
I think it should be quite happy here just to lie, possibly just at the back of the blue, lie second shot.
I think. Oh well.
They don't. This is the last stone.
She's coming on the right hand side, so I think that they must feel that they'll be able to draw around that front guard and catch the inside of that and pop it out the back. Just like.
Just needed to come another inch and it was perfect. It's
I
just,
thought
it is
played
sticking
well.
out now, and I think
Mhm.
this leaves Leanne McKenzie just an inside hit here to pick up a 3. Again, she's got to be near enough perfect line.
I mean, what's happened there was always a danger when you were coming in that along the right hand side there.
I think she can actually err in the caution. She can be cautious here and she's got to be in the inside, even if she does roll out.
I'm just not sure. I think that I'm presuming that the blue will be line
Blue's line shot.
shot anyway. So this is like a bonus.
But a tight game like this, you've
I
got
appreciate
you've
that.
got to take your chances.
You need your twos.
And I think this is
Looks good.
very close to being perfect. Oh, I think it was a 3. You was thinking about a quick look there, and whether it's a bit to think the way the stone was moved quite quickly. There was no need for a measure. And so it's a big 3 for the Mackenzie McFadden combination at the 5th end. And they take a 5-2 lead after 5 ends here at Dumfries Icebowl, where we're bringing you the final stages of the Scottish Junior Mixed Doubles Championship, which has been going on since competition started on Friday morning. The round robin games sections, then we've been down to the knockout, started at 9 o'clock this morning. Teams that have been successful have got 3 games to play today. Possibly a slight mistake there. I think she was just over curled. Her weight was quite good, but just over curled, and has moved the centre line guard.
we sometimes think that it might be a mistake, but at the same time, the way that the team is playing, think it's maybe the second option, if you know what I mean, and so they were quite happy. Well, if we do this, if that comes up, we're quite happy, you know. So it's difficult sometimes to say that it is an out-and-out mistake, if you know what I mean.
First three stones have been played very quickly at this end. And they're not actually on time clocks this weekend, but there's no time wasted there by Duncan.
Maybe somebody's trying to catch a train or a bus or something.
When you look at the shirts they're wearing, there's one maybe heading to Canada, one to Sweden, and Ewan got a Chinese or a Japanese shirt on. I think just shows you all the three players playing with the different countries' shirts on took part recently in the World Junior Curling Championship at Aberdeen. So it just shows you the strength that we have here at Dumfries this weekend.
Perhaps some free T-shirts from Scottish Curling would have been maybe appropriate then.
Dress them similarly.
That's right.
Just a wee update from the third and fourth playoff. I think James Craig and Lisa Davey are 6-3 up on Andrew Kerran and Holly Davis after, I would expect, 5 ends. Back to the final. Reds are lying 1. As we look at it on the right hand side of the sheet, but blue possibly lying second and third on the other side of the sheet. So Ewan's draw just not possibly finishing enough there. I think he was trying to draw behind the blue guard, but he does lie 2 shots. So I think the hit's been taken on here. Don't know whether he can get to the inside of the stone to get the double, or whether he's trying to hit.
If he catches the outside edge of it, and he'll take both of them.
At where the brush is, the side of the brush. Even on the nose is good because he'll lie just in front of the red himself.
Huh?
Even if he gets it on the nose, he'll still lie short.
He's close on that guard.
Not the end result they were looking for.
No, but still a result. I mean, better that than playing wide and missing everything. So I think that second option.
Not exactly sure, but I think this could be 3 stones to come. 2 for the Brown and Kyle combination.
Still got some pace on it there, Kenny.
Don't know what the angles are like here, John.
I'll let you.
Leanne's just blocking us out slightly, but
I'll just move that other camera. See if
not,
I can see it.
no, it's not really helping. Just not sure whether all 3 can go. I think the way they're lying, I think the middle one possibly would be trapped.
Kind of gives you that impression, doesn't it?
Right in the nose here, if she lies, if she puts her last stone right in the nose of the red one, that it can't be moved. It might be her best.
But if she gets a wee bit heavy and bounces off, then...
Oh, she's got to be right perfect, 100%. So she might take the hit on here to try and reduce.
I think it would be damage limitations. You know, they're 3 up. 6, 2 to go. Giving up a 1 or a 2 still gives you the advantage.
I think the shot has just been played there by you and Kyle. I think it might go at the face of the blue stone.
Do you think somebody's had a hard weekend then?
He's having a wee quick nap there just to refresh the batteries for the closing stages of the final.
You are right.
I think she's trying the draw and she might just be drawing off the face it. Did manage to nick one out, but I think it leaves Naomi a draw to the 8 foot, fully in the 8 foot to pick up a 3.
Peel the game.
Tie the game up again. It's coincidence that the first 4 ends were all single shots and the next 2 ends have been, well,
so
better not say too much yet.
Get 2 5s after this, Kenny, will we?
Better not put the commentator's curse on Naomi here with her draw at the last stone at the 6th end. But it's looking fairly good. So that's a 3 to Naomi Brown, you and Kyle, and it makes the score 5 shots to each team. And now down to the business end of the final, 7th end, 2 ends to go. Still to see a power play. Don't know whether we'll see one at this end. Well, a bit of debate going on whether we're going to have one. Yes, I think Duncan McFadden's and Anne Mackenzie have called their power play.
So it looks as if we're going for straight draw in the house. We're not going to try and take the front guard there into the house. Of course, as we're both honest to say, this is all new to them. They don't know all the tricks and ways of doing things, so I think it's learning as they go. They're doing very well though.
Yes, well, they'll be trying to go. I think I'm correct in saying I think this morning it was a repeat of last year's final. The Naomi Brown and Ewan Kyle were beaten in the final last year by Sophie Jackson and Ross White, so
That's right.
trying to go one step further this time and win this competition. Only the second year, so last year was the first year of the competition. But a very popular event now, mixed doubles.
Well, I don't think we had that much difficulty in getting 20 teams to fill it though. Saying that, somebody might turn around and say, no, it wasn't as easy as that.
That just wasn't our problem this weekend, trying to fill the entry. It was down to the Scottish curling, as they're now knowing.
Nice shot there. Wonder if the line on top of that blue there. His weight was perfect there. Ewan Kyle's stone, just maybe slightly over curled by half a stone. Funny feeling Duncan McFadden might be taking on a strike here, and I think the blue could come straight back onto the what's that wasn't the end result he was anticipating. Just I think he was trying the hitting the one, and I thought that they were lined up perfect for the blue to come to the back red, but he must just have got it off the not just quite where he wanted to hit, and it's went past the side. So red's definitely a line shot.
It's hard to tell what's second shot from the two in the left hand side of the picture. But blue are line also a fourth shot. I think he's just playing battering weight, John, just to come round the red guard and nudge this red stone back and lie shot.
If he nudges it far enough back, is it line 2 then, is it?
Ah, is that a possibility? Yes, aye. He was very fortunate there, because that red across the house could very easily have went right onto the face of that blue.
I thought he was looking really well there. Maybe just need just a touch more ice. Otherwise, it looked really, really good.
I think in normal curling, you'd have called that shot would have been correct. With two sweepers, would have had it past the guard, no problem. It's
just a fine balance between the right amount of ice and the weight for the shot, though.
So Ewan Kyle has another opportunity here. They guarded it the first time. We'll try and put the guard on ways. I think it's his last stone.
So blue has their hammer here.
That's just came a wee bit too far, and I think it's gave Duncan a chance to remove both red stones and possibly lie two shots.
Well, if I said that you could remove 3 red stones, if you caught it on the other side, they'd still go, wouldn't they? Go across. Or am I just being a wee bit greedy there? Not the way that he's looking at it. So blue line 2 there. One touch on the edge of the
definitely line 1, John. Red at the back might be just beating the blue a bit.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, you could be right.
Not sure.
Think of the people that's out there that say, nah, he's wrong. He's right.
Looked at the angles here, and I think half a stone and across either go into their own red or it'll go into the blue, and they could be lying 2 shots or even 3 shots after this stone. But Leanne would still have the full 8 foot to draw with her last stone for a 1. So last stone for you, Naomi. I think this stone, if they are line second shot, I think she might have just to roll off on the inside here. Roll onto the centre line to get 2. I think on the nose might not be good enough. She's also got to watch she doesn't knock it straight back onto the back red. So the last stone here at the 7th end, played by Leanne Mackenzie. Hitting a wee roll and she might pick up a 2. I think we're relying on the scoreboard here, John.
I totally agree with you.
Hopefully they don't waste a lot of time in putting it up, because there's absolutely no chance that we could decide who was shot there. Bluer shot. Not sure if it's 1 or 2. That's
there's nothing on the board yet either, so I'll just wait.
That's the only thing we can confirm. Blue definitely picked up either 1 or 2 shots at the 7th end, but just not quite sure yet.
And they've still got to put their marker up to show about that they used a power plate.
I think Naomi might be heading for the box. Yes. So a 1 to Mackenzie and McFadden, so they take a shot lead into the last end. All to play for John at the last end.
It's been a really good game. Both all 4 players have been really playing well. on the other third, fourth playoff, Andrew Kern is now only one shot down. The score is 6-5 to Craig and Davey.
Both games really close. One shot in it, playing. Well, we're on our last end here in the final, but I don't know whether the third, fourth playoff maybe got 2 to go, or maybe just finishing their 7th. I think they're just starting their 7th, John, because they seem to be going away from the bar end of here at Icebowl. I think with this stone, this would be, it's Duncan McFadden, it's playing, he's lying 2 good stones in there. I think he'll be putting a further guard on when you're 1 up playing the last, and I say it'll be a guard, then we might see a bit of moving. There still will be a draw round that long red guard to the blue shot. But I think if there's another guard blocking up that centre, I would think we'll see a bit of That's a really good stone there by Duncan McFadden, because he's actually stopped the run back. He's stopped coming through the gap with a
just have a look at it from that angle.
I would say right hand, right, red, blue from here, slightly off centre, back onto the red. Might take the red, it's lying at the edge of the 4 foot, into the blues. They definitely need to open up. They definitely need to open up one of the sides to give them a chance to get in. The way it is at the moment.
Well, Naomi and Evan, they've got the they've got the last stone. So there we are. Oh, good result, eh?
That was. I did say there would be a bit of granite would move with that stone.
Good result, well played. On the other sheet, it's 6-all.
6-all after 6.
Aye, playing the 7th. I think we'll have to work out kind of how we can multi-stream 2 different games.
That's not in my capabilities. I think we can move to the other game quite.
No, I just said that just in case David's listening at home.
Possibly if he's listening at home he might do it for us.
I don't think so.
So what shot would you call here then, John? Centre line guard.
If you were locked on that, I just
Locked on the red. Quarter on the red.
I'm not sure that would actually be very good because you've still got the option that you could still hit you on the right hand side. I think your centre line guard's a good call. I would have liked to see it just a wee bit more to the left of the centre line there. Just a bit difficult to get onto that red.
I don't think this is not the last stone, John, is it?
Just wondering about that.
No, I think
No,
Ewan's.
the way the Ewan's going down, I think that he must still have it.
He's looking at the line anyway, very careful. So I think it's Ewan Kyle that's going to be delivering this stone.
So does he take the guard off and try to?
I always say he'll do the big half the red stone into the blue. I think he's taking the guard.
Eh?
Many stones disappeared there, John. Were you counting?
Everything. Everything. Shot there.
Great shoot down there by Ewan Kyle. She's down. I think we're down to skip. I was going to say skip stones there, but I think that we're now down to the last stones.
No, that's
Stone
right.
each to come.
So it's down to the ladies to show their worth.
Leanne Mackenzie has the first chance here to put one behind the guard. And lie shot. Maybe not. You don't want it to be behind tee anyway, definitely not. But there'll be a draw round either side.
She has to be in and hidden because otherwise.
Or do you take the hit on and play for the X-Red? I think she's taking the hit on.
I think you're right.
Go for the extra end.
We sometimes miss the most obvious, don't we? Oh,
That's.
I tell you what,
That is
that's
a great stone.
It's
a great stone there.
It really is. Well called, Kenny.
Just a couple of sweeps there, and that was at 100%. I think we'll give her 98 for that one out of 100, John.
I think that was a cracker. As I say, it was a good call from you.
Problem would be in the guards that far back. I think you could come round on either side and nudge a shot back that was sitting in there, and you would have lost the game. I think it was. So this is the last stone here, played by Naomi Brown, just to turn the blue shot through the house, and we go into an extra end.
Oh!
So just actually a wee bit short in weight, really.
Just wait, well
I don't think she'd actually had it. She would have had enough weight to turn the house through the house, stone through the house. So there we are. So the 2018 Scottish Junior Mixed Doubles champions are Leanne Mackenzie and Duncan McFadden. Congratulations to them.
So anyway, that's the end of our streaming of this competition here from Dumfries. We trust that you've enjoyed it. Our apologies for some of our hiccups that we've had. It's not easy for us sitting in here. Everything's push button and requires us to be on the ball and not get take on other things. So anyway, we trust you've enjoyed it, and it's the best that we're doing at the moment. So thank you.
So thank you to you all, and hope you, as John said there, hope you've enjoyed the curling over the weekend, and I think that concludes our live curling here from Dumfries for this season, but hopefully we'll be back next season, and just watch our website and Facebook. I think we might have interviews with the winning team to follow. So once again, many thanks for you watching, and goodbye from us all here at Dumfries Icebowl.